Hello. Welcome everybody to another Thunderbird live streaming session. My name is Alessandro, as usual, as you probably know. How's everybody doing today? Ready for some coding? Finally, we are at the stage where we can stop designing and just exploring some code and see how miserably we're gonna fail. So as usual, this is all unscripted, all done live, so things can go extremely well or horribly wrong. Who knows? As long as you're around for the ride and you can participate and enjoy what I'm going to show you. But as usual, feel free to ask questions in the chat. I usually talk a lot. I describe what I'm doing. I go through a bunch of things. Then sometimes I take breaks. I read the backlog of the chat and reply in some questions. But yeah, say hi in the chat. Let me know who you are, how are you doing, what time is it in your location or whatever, all these beautiful things. But let's get started with our customizable shortcuts work. So last time we left off, we completed design, or at least I wouldn't call it completed entirely, but it's at a stage where we can jump onto development and use what we did for design as initial blueprint to follow up. So yeah, we did our wireframes, we did our high fidelity prototypes, and this is the results. This is the result that I decided to go to. Got some reviews from our design manager. She left some comments. It's not too bad. I think it's fine. So the general idea, just to sync up, I haven't done these in 2 weeks, so I kind of forgot everything that I set up to do before. So I'm gonna reread my scope of work a little bit, and then we're gonna start coding. But basically, this is the direction of the solution. This is gonna be a takeover model overlay that takes over the whole page. Potentially, we need to think about it. This might be a singleton in terms of coding approach. So we don't accidentally open these multiple times in other places, and you edit, the user edits a shortcut in an instance that it's open in a place, and then edits another shortcut that it's an instance open in another place. All these absolutely terrible things. But yeah, this is a pop-up model overlay, ability to search all the currently available shortcuts through maybe the strings or the shortcut itself. Dividing section, because we have the same shortcuts that do different things depending on the section or the space. Control N on mail space, create a new message. On the address book, creates a new contact. On, I think, calendar creates a new event. But all these beautiful things. So separating, instead of having an infinite scroll list of a million different shortcuts, having the ability to filter those. Simulating some situation in which a shortcut is modified. We show it as modified. And then I was exploring how do we allow users from customizing their shortcuts. And I thought like they're going to click on this little pencil icon to edit it, and another pop-up will take over. I'm still not 100% sure. I think there might be a solution in which I can do this inline. You click edit and you can just like the row changes and you can do everything inline, so it's not we don't open a pop-up on top of a pop-up, which is absolutely terrible. But yeah, like we need to consider offering the ability to users to just disable an entire shortcut. They don't want it, so enable disable here, and then typing a new one, and then simulating the fact that sometimes the user might choose a shortcut that it's already used by another action in the same context, and we need to highlight that. We don't want to block the users from using this, but if this happens and the user clicks saves, then we automatically take the original shortcut and we disable it. So there's no conflict. We don't run like double things at the same time. But this is what do you think about this UI? This is pretty clean, pretty easy, I think pretty intuitive to navigate. It's not cramped, it's not all squished together, and it should be pretty straightforward to be able to understand. We might consider adding a descriptor for the shortcuts. something like that could be a tooltip text or something that shows up here. Yeah, this like trigger the compose window when in the mail tab. Actually, did I put down this? Action context, the descriptive name, context, shortcuts override. Yeah, that's a good point that I just came up with. Description. Let's put the long description of the shortcut action. This can be optional, but some shortcuts might need like a longer explanation to be easier to understand. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, see? We still come up with something to improve stuff. Amazing. Oh, hello, Kelly. Hi, thanks for watching. All right, so I think this is a pretty good state, a pretty good design exploration. Like there are still some unanswered questions and some things that can be improved, but rather than trying to do all the design all together all at once and locked it into place, this is a good place to stop doing design and transition to development. So that's what I'm gonna do. So first of all, we're gonna open Notion, because Notion is where we keep track of all our work, and we have all our beautiful things here. This is our current programs, the customizable shortcuts programs across multiple things. We did the first milestone, the design milestone, it's all done. And now we are into the front end milestone, which primarily involves only desktop, the desktop team, but might also touch some design a little bit, so I added a design thing. But for the front-end component, so desktop milestone, let's open this one full screen. I'm separating things into small chunks. I'm trying to do things, create patches that can be used and consumed, but they don't bubble up to be massive patches, and they can be reviewed pretty straightforward, and we can land it without destroying any existing functionality. So the first one that I define is create a shortcut view component. I don't think I didn't put any description. So, but what I want to do, I want to create the bug for this one. I want to create an initial shortcut view component. So I already have the meta bug here for the implement a customizable shortcut. So if you ever use Bugzilla, you know what I'm going to do, but this is what we do here. Basically, we're going to create a bug that blocks this bug. So this meta bug will be resolved once all the dependent bugs have been completed. So I'm going to create a blocker for that meta bug. I'm going to call it implement. What did I write it here? No, where is it? Notion. Shortcut view component. Implement the initial shortcuts container component. It should be shortcuts container. So this is a task. Oops, this is a task. It's not an enhancement or a defect. Where do I put it? General. Where is this? This is in general. It's front-end related, right? But it's very general. Mail window front-end. Standalone message window, standard content, toolbars, dialogues. Yeah, I think mail window front-end is the one. P3, there's no severity here. This is gonna be one fix. I'm gonna take it, assign it to myself. Mark as assigned, and let's put a little description. Implement an initial simple shortcuts manager model overlay to... yeah, that's it. So usually if this was another case in which it's a standalone bug that doesn't have any scope of work and it's not, hasn't been planned, we usually write a much more detailed description in here. But at this case, look, this is absolutely fine. I'm the only one working on this, and I'm gonna write a much better explanation in the commit message, so it's not a problem. But now we have the bug, so I'm gonna open Notion here, put it Bugzilla, automatically creates the thing, blah, 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 and I'm gonna in progress, create a shortcut view, container component. Yeah, and I'm gonna mark it for, I don't want to mark it for the current sprint because today's Friday, the sprint ends today. I'm never gonna be able to finish, so I'm gonna mark it for next sprint. And so hopefully the review will happen next week, and then once we do this streaming once again next week, it's gonna be done. But we'll see, finger crossed, who knows, people are busy, so it's fine. So now I have these bug ID, fantastic. Let's create our bookmark here. HG book bug, boom, shortcuts container. We are in our bookmark now, and VS Code. It's time to do some coding. Oh, finally, after many, oh no, what am I doing here? After many sessions of designing, we can do some coding. The tricky thing is we're creating something completely from scratch. So we need to, as much as possible, not reinvent the wheel every time, but especially we don't want to implement something completely foreign to anything that has been done before in the code. So we have some fairly recent examples of new components, something very modular, something very well written and scalable that uses modern JavaScript. It's absolutely fantastic. Inside mail components, we have things like the account hub, or the in-app notification, or the unified toolbar. So I'm gonna take pretty much not even a page, I'm just gonna steal entirely the unified toolbar approach because I really like this organization. So let's create first a folder. And here, yeah, you see there's a little bit of inconsistency. We have, I don't know if you can see this, maybe I should zoom it a little bit. But we have like about-support and then account creation altogether, unified toolbar altogether. Like these maybe should be separate, but let's keep it all together. The folder names maybe should be all one word. Yeah, let's give it a try. We can always change it. So customizable shortcuts. Let's use that. Then in here, we want to create a mods build file and a jar file. We have it here. New file, mods, build, and a new jar.mn files. These files are what our build system uses to track files and yada yada, all these beautiful things. So the first thing that I want to do is create a folder called content, because I'm going to start creating the front-end components. You can see here in the unified toolbar, there's a folder called modules, which is fantastic because we're going to use the same exact approach for the modules that are going to handle the reusable parts, the system modules that don't need access to DOM elements or whatever, things like that. But yeah, content is pretty straightforward. We're going to have two files. First, we're going to create a shortcuts, and maybe it should be customizable shortcuts. I don't know. Shortcuts container.inc.xhtml. And then the other one is should be, I think, shortcuts container. Yes, shortcuts container.mjs. We want it to be a module, so we can do all the beautiful things that we need to do. So let's start populating these files with what we need. First, I don't remember the syntax. Set file type Python. I'm gonna just copy this. Perfect. Let's grab all of this stuff. Let's grab it here. And you can see like it's pretty straightforward, like the build system. Like we have the syntax at the top, then we reference our jar file. Our jar file is what lists all the files that we're going to use and consume for the front end. Like if we need to grab, if you need to import customizable shortcuts.mjs, or we need to import or call a CSS file, those files need to be registered with a specific Chrome URL into our build, and we do that into the jar file. This is interesting because this, I think, if something changes, I don't know what this does. This is related to our Bugzilla components. I don't know if something is touched here, it's automatically added to the Bugzilla components there. I don't know, but yeah, we can mail window and front end. We do this. We can slap it here and make sense. XRJS modules. We don't have any of those, but in the future we're gonna have our modules files. Same thing. The test browser manifest. We're gonna add test for all this stuff, and XPC shell tests. So browser tests are front-end tests in which we create a window actually, and we simulate the click around, we move things, so we have a VM and things like that. XPC shell tests are unit tests that don't need any user interface, and they just run data tests. But we have our mods build that it's ready to digest all our beautiful things. And now we need to do the same thing for the jar file. Jar file, let's copy the license as well. Boom. And we need to use the messenger.jar to tell where things are in our folder and how are they gonna be consumed. Is the jar file 4 spaces? Interesting. Okay, so here we need to reference content messenger. This is gonna be the Chrome URL that we're gonna use. So in our case, we want messenger customizable shortcuts spelling container.mjs. So with this file, we are referencing where is actually our file. We have the jar file in this folder, and then the shortcuts container MJS is inside content shortcuts container. So we say this file is inside content / shortcuts container.mjs. How do we enable our build system to call these from wherever inside the Chrome? By specifying a Chrome URL. This is the Chrome URL that we're going to use. So whenever we need to call this, we are going to do something like, and this is a silly example, something like that. Script sir Chrome come on, type. Boom. Oh wow, what am I doing? / okay. Chrome content messenger customizable shortcut. This is how we reference thing. I think it's correct, right? I always forget. Where is it actually? Let me reference this because it's easier. I can give you an actual example. This beautiful thing here. Not the whole stuff, but only this Chrome URL. Add-ons button. Where is it? Space button. upker.mjs. Where is it? There you go. Like we're requiring a module by Chrome. blah, 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 without the at. Sorry, that's CSS stuff. Getting confused. But yeah, like we can specify whatever URL we want. So that's how we reference a file that needs a specific folder across the entire Chrome interface. But yeah, that's it. So we have this, and then we need to also reference the XHTML. XHTML, how is that done here? Unified toolbar, customizable item. Unified toolbar, customizable items.inc. We reference through relative path. That's fine. Oh, because this is build. Okay, yeah, the hash include is on build system, so it's not our runtime. It's on build. So yeah, the JavaScript on runtime. We need a Chrome URL for this. It's fine. We don't need that. Yes. So let's copy also here the license. Always having the npm license, MPL license for all our files because we need that. Okay. Then what I want to do, I want to comlint this stuff because usually whenever I create a new file, the linter doesn't like it. And we need to update the linter. So let's do mac comlint fix and then we're gonna copy the location of this file. Let's start with the shortcuts. Can I do actually the full folder? I don't know. Never try to do a folder, the full folder. Usually I lint fix only one file at a time, which is not too bad. Unable to locate spell check. Please ensure it is installed. Okay, well, we don't need spell check. Oh, to fixed. Nice. Okay, so yeah, he did the whole thing. So each diff, let's see. Okay. Customizable shortcuts. Okay, perfect. Let's add this. add. Diff. See what we got here. We got this. Everything is formatted properly. These created. Why is it going to another line? I don't like this. This shouldn't happen. Don't change my license, please. Maintain this formatting. Wow. What is going on? Why is it? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna fix it later. It's fine. I don't care. It's minor things. Okay, so let's create an initial commit. So we have our basic files here, and this is, we're gonna use bug number ag commit -m bug, copy the title, and we put no reviewer here for now because we don't need to accidentally ask for a review. But yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, I want to basically simulate. Oh, first let's do like a quick build just to ensure that we didn't bork our build system with some wrong URL or we make a typo. It's very easy to make typos when you try to explain what you're coding. Or forgetting some basic things that you've been doing for a million years and all of a sudden your brain just forgetting all the things that you know. It's great. We got 9 people watching. Say hi, who are you? Are you all my colleagues? Are you all from Thunderbird? That would be hilarious. Yeah, let's wait for it to finish compiling and see if we don't have anything nuking our build system. Come on. Come on, please. Okay. Seems fine. Doesn't mind. Now, the question is, do I need to add the customizable shortcuts? Is this fine, right? This is customizable shortcuts. It's not a type. Okay. Do I need to add this into the general mods build? Yay. Where is it? After compose. Customizable shortcuts. Okay. Got components, manifest. I don't need this. Mill glue. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's see if it borks something. This is riveting content. This is very exciting stuff. Come on, come on. Don't die. Don't die. You can do it. It's incredible how our build system, whenever you add something of a new file or you point to a new directory, then it needs to rebuild everything and reset all the links. Oh yeah, God. This is painful to watch. Come on, yes, we're building Rust. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Get in there. Almost done. Yes. Didn't crush it. Okay. So let's kick it off. Simple. I have like a fake Gmail test account here. So you're not seeing any personal information, but this is building. We don't have any error, things like that. Okay, perfect. Otherwise, the build system would have complained about this, but nice. Okay, we set our boilerplate. We have everything that we need as a start, so we can start coding a little bit. First of all, I want this HTML template to start, and I'm going to shortcuts container, maybe. We're gonna create the basic HTML container, just a simple div, and then we're gonna load that through a custom element, and then we're gonna create a function to open that custom element as a modal takeover. That's it. That's the objective of today. Let's see how far we go. But we have something similar already, so I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel again. We are doing that exactly as it is for the account hub. So I don't know if you know, but we're not exposing it yet, but you can trigger the currently under development account hub by calling open account hub from the console. And once you do that, it opens this beautiful account hub here that we're building new to allow users to, during the first time setup. It's absolutely fantastic. I really love these animations here. There's some font rendering that we need to fix here, but is, yeah, test at test.com, whatever, continue. Of course, it's not hooked, but this is what I want, right? Is this container takeover, and I cannot dismiss it unless I click on the X or I tap escape, and this is a singleton. This is calendar related, this error. Don't worry, ignore it. It's fine. Everything is fine. But this is a singleton. You cannot, I cannot open it from another tab if I want to. I cannot interact. It takes over the whole interface. I cannot interact with anything else. And this is what I want for the customizable shortcut. So we're going to learn, or we're going to steal how that was set up. And then we're going to do exactly the same there. So we are going to follow the breadcrumbs. I know that there's a function called open account tab. I should remember because I created this originally. I set that up. And I... remember. Open account hub. There you go. Account hub controller. We have a controller class that waits for it to be ready and then opens up. Okay, account controller class. Class, account hub controller. There you go. We got the model here. We initialize it when it's ready. Okay. We want a custom element. We don't want a class. So I'm going to change this into a custom element. But yeah, let's start. Let's see how far we go. So first of all, let's create our class shortcuts. Oh my God, shortcuts container extends HTML element, simple HTML elements. We do connected callbacks. Is it connected callback or connected callbacks? Connected callback. Oh my God. Don't remember anything. Let's grab a template. First, reindent. Indent using spaces. Okay, we got it. Custom elements. Define shortcuts container. Shortcut container. Okay, alrighty. That is done. Let's put a little comment here. Base container element opens a modal overlay. To list all currently available customizable shortcuts. I don't know, we can improve this, but at least we have a little initial description of what the hell is this. Okay, now what we want to do here. First of all, we want to load the template, then add listeners if we need to. Event listeners, that's it. Then we want a method called open, close, something like that. I think it should be fine. Oh. Is open false. No, this is not an object, sorry. Trying to figure out how I want to structure this, but in general, yeah, these are the things that I want to try to achieve today. Is we grab the template, so we're gonna fill up a very simple template here. We can do like an initial div here, not dir, div. We can put the class here. We already have the class. Indent using spaces too. Maybe you want a close button in there, but yeah, we can do like a simple HTML container there to open. When I load it, add an event listener for that. When you close, when you click the X or you press escape, we close this. So like this is open equal false, and then here this is open equal true. I want to do this because I want to make this singleton, so we can check. Then we're going to create like a global function or a function that is available everywhere in the Chrome to open the shortcuts container. And we want to check if this is open. If this is open, return. Just a very straightforward failsafe here. If we already have this open, we don't open it again, but here we're gonna handle maybe a signal or something. We're gonna emit something to say to that function, hey, this is already open somewhere else, switch to that frame or switch to the space or switch to, if you have multiple windows of Thunderbird and you open the accountable one, just switch to the window that has the shortcut open. But we're gonna do that later. For now, this is a very simple fail-safe to prevent opening it up. But yeah, here we do the usual. A custom element is very convenient because load CSS in Shadow DOM. And load fluent strings in Shadow DOM. Yeah, custom element is very convenient because you can use the shadow root, so you can add all your styles and text and everything else inside the custom element. It doesn't leak outside. Since this is a custom element that is present everywhere, we don't accidentally have a style or text that can be used outside this custom element. The problem with a custom element, one of the primary problem or the most common downfalls is that a custom element can be attached to the DOM multiple times if you're not careful. So there's always need to be a fail-safe. If a custom element has been already attached, we don't want to attach it again, so we reset everything. So we usually, it's very simple. We do a condition where this has connected. We just return it. And then after this, we put has connected as a true. And this is a simple attribute that we don't even declare in as a global private attribute. We just do it here, pretty straightforward. We don't do anything else. But yeah, so let's create this very simple template. What is the account hub template? Account hub template. There you go. So all the account hub. Oh wow, it loads everything. Account hub email, account hub step template, account hub edit template footer, account hub dialog. There you go. This is a dialog pop-up. Perfect. This is what I want. Perfect. Shortcuts container here, but we're not using the account hub dialog. This is the ID button, close ID. Do we need an ID? I don't think we need an ID. It's fine. Type button. So let's check this class of account hub dialog. How does it work? Account hub.css. Account hub grid. Okay. And where is this used? Account hub .css. Yeah, I put it in the shadow root. Yeah, we can do exactly the same. Oh, actually, yeah, this is another method that we should use. Pretty straightforward. If we have a shadow root it means that this has been attached already, so we can use that instead of the sConnected method. Yeah, let's steal all of this. Why we're reinventing the wheel here. Okay, open the shadow DOM. Yay! Then we want to load our style. Let's copy also the. But here we want shortcuts container.css, pen style. Then are we loading the template? Yes. Oh, we got everything here. Look at that. Let's steal this code. I love when I don't have to just write any code. I just copy paste. What is it? Tried and true. We want our template though, which is shortcuts container. Here, template. We don't need to add a class list. We already have a class clone. And then we want brand. It's gonna be brand. I don't think we need the brand, but messenger. Sure. Customizable. Sure. Cuts. Container. Let's leave the brand out for now. We don't need this. We connect to the shadow root. We append the style and the clone node. And we did everything. So we do here load template. Connect fluent strings. Here we append everything to the shadow root, append everything to the shadow DOM, and we want to add event listeners here, which is we can do this. Shadow root query selector. Are we gonna have one button? Yes, I think we're gonna have one button here in this. Add event listener. This. And we can do handle event. Sorry. Click. I think click is gonna handle everything, right? Event here. There you go. I never remember the syntax. I don't have time to remember the syntax, so I just do if event type equal click dis close. Oh no, this is not a declaration. It's identical to click. Okay, this close. So here the modal dialog. This one, the dialog element has methods that are available from HTML, like show modal, hide modal. I don't remember. Where is this used here? Container.mjs. Yeah, we're basically stealing this. Hey, nice. Look at that. Oh my God, we're not inventing anything new. We're just stealing stuff. I love it. Okay, this modal, shadow root, query selector modal. perfection. Perfection. Yeah, I could do this actually. Is it fine? I prefer to shadow root, append child style. Why we're appending stuff? Double it. Shadow root, append, clone node. Yeah, this is cleaner. I like this. Connect modal. We can grab it from here. Where is the after it gets appended to the shadow root? Okay, so we got the modal, and then the modal here is this modal. Count hub container. Where is this used? Count hub.js element modal element modal. There you go. Modal request close. Hi Muzafer. Muzo. You want me to call you Muzo? Hi. Request close. Add event listener open view. Is open. Add event listener close. Modal cancel. These are set. Show modal. There you go. There we go. Oh, we already have. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so see, like I should do this MDN dialog. I should actually look at the official documentation. The dialog element has a lot of super cool things that we can use. Yeah, see, they have like the show modal, show method to display a no modal dialog. We have the close method, and then we have, look at that. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? CSS, JavaScript. What are all the attributes? Ah, they're not here. The dialog element. Method. No, this is a form method. Method are using the dialog method when using submitted form. Close show modal. Interface methods. Close. Wait. No, where am I going? Is this modal open a getter from the modal? Ah, I missed TypeScript. Where is it? Where's the dialog? Is open. Okay, attributes. There you go. Indicates that the dialog box is active and is available for interaction. The address is not set. Blah blah blah. Okay, fantastic. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to create. Thank you, Muzafer. I read it in your nickname, though. I read it there. I didn't come up with that. It's in your username handle, so I'm not psychic. I don't know. Shortcut container. Okay, there you go. We don't need this thing. We don't need any of that. This is much better. We need this. Okay. If this modal is open, return. Otherwise, this modal show modal. There you go. And this is this modal close. Is that the method? Close. Perfect. Look at this. Fantastic. So easy, so good. Okay, we have this little simple thing. Here we close. It's also, I think we have an event listener here for request close. Return from closing requests coming from child elements. No. Open view, modal events don't allow the dialog to be closed if some operation can be aborted or the UI can be cleared. Okay, advanced listener cancel, prevent closing the modal if no account is currently present. The user didn't request using. Okay. Okay. Does the modal offer an event listener? An event listener updates the values of confirm, type submit. Cancel button closes the dialog without submitting because of form method dialog. Triggering a close event. Okay. Let's listen to that. Let's have this listener at least. Just in case, because if the dialog closes for whatever reason, we are in the middle of an operation or the user maybe doesn't click the button, press escape. I think escape by default allows to close the dialog. But if the dialog closes and we're in the middle of something, we need to clean things up. We need to reset a bunch of stuff. So we can add an event listener. This modal and event listener. Close this. And here we can do a switch. Key and type. Click. Case. Close. Rake. Parapa. This. Clean up after close. We can do this. We can have this method here. Something like that, just in case. Muzo, I had issues with WebKit support on iOS 12 device, so I give up using dialog. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is the advantage of just coding for Thunderbird / Firefox. We just, like, if things run in Firefox, we can use it in Thunderbird because we're based on that browser render engine. Danny, yeah, you have a lot of, you know me very well, right? You have a lot of confidence that I'm not gonna just nuke the shit out of everything. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine, Danny. This is fine. Okay. I think we did the basic stuff here. We have our dialog things that I don't care about styling anything. I need to, oh, I'm sneezing, wait. Oh, hopefully it didn't get into the Microsoft. Safari is the new E. IE. Yeah, probably. I mean, Safari, yeah, it's, WebKit is not great. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Building a browser is absolutely terrible. Is one of the hardest thing ever. So I don't like to criticize people too much for when things don't work in a browser because it's a nightmare to handle. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Muzo. Okay, what am I doing here? No, I don't need to look at this. I don't need to look at this. I'm just a shortcut container. We don't have the Fluent file and we don't have the CSS file, so I'm gonna create those. Where is it? Account hub.css. Let's create it in here. New file. Actually, let's call this customizable shortcuts.css. Let's call it this way. Sure. Customize toolbar. Customize toolbar.css. This is it. Duplicate this line. Customizable shortcuts. Customizable shortcuts.css. Let's align this just because we want to be nice. Okay, and then we need shortcuts.ftl. We can do messenger, account creation policies. Do we want a subfolder? Yeah, let's create a subfolder for that. New folder, shortcuts. Customizable shortcuts. Then we create a new file. Shortcuts. Customizable shortcuts.ftl. What is the format here? Oh, we've been so inconsistent with this thing. Let's do camel case then, I guess. Let's do camel case, whatever. Okay, we got this. I think the jar file here just grabs everything, if I'm not wrong. Shortcuts. What is it? Shortcuts.ftl. Come on, search. Come on, VS Code. Don't die on me. Denny, I'm not a fan of Apple as a corporate, but they improved the last year. Yeah. No. So Muzo, no, we don't need to use the mods prefix in our CSS because like Thunderbird is built on the Firefox browser. So yeah, it's fine. Kebab cases for file names. Yeah, sometimes we've been super inconsistent, but it's not too bad. Okay. Customizable shortcuts. So let's update this inside here. We are customizable shortcuts.ftl, and then we created the customizable shortcuts.css. Customizable shortcuts.css. Okay. We got all of this. Now we need to include our shortcuts container here into something. Okay. Count up. First of all, we grab the shortcuts container and we put it, I think, in messenger.xhtml. We got include calendar, main, browser pop-up, all our stuff, in-app notifications, we got spaces toolbar, messenger menu. Yeah, we just include our panel here, main status. Account tab dialogues, account tab. There you go. We grab all our things here, and I think I'll do the same. Include components, customizable shortcuts. It's inside content, not templates, and shortcuts container. Oh, that's why the formatting is all wonky. Is inc.html. Okay, I think. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Mystery solved. Of course it's a typo, because I'm the worst. Okay. We got components, shortcuts, container, inc dot, customizable shortcuts. Okay. Okay. Let's build this and see if sorry, I'm a little bit still a little bit of a cold. I'm still like at the end of it, so sometimes I sneeze. Yep. So Muzo I am using in my shortcuts container module file. I'm using show modal and close. These are part of the custom element. It doesn't matter. It is not affecting the modal, but I'm using show modal. So the objective of today live streaming is to actually have the model pop up super quickly without any style or anything, and then press escape, and we can confirm and simulate and see how it works and behaves if we like it that way. Yeah. Don't remember which one. Actually, I have it here. Escape. By pressing escape key. Yeah. Show modal. The show modal is with the escape key. Yeah. The above example demonstrates the following, blah, 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 by submitting the form within the dialog from using the dialog methods, pressing escape key. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I think there's a way to disable escape key. It's important to provide closing mechanism within every dialog. The escape key does not close non-modal dialogues by default, nor can one assume that a user will even have access to a physical keyboard. Modal dialogues can also be closed by pressing escape key. By default, a dialog invoked with show modal method can be dismissed by pressing escape. A non-modal dialog does not dismiss via escape key. Yep. That's cool, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I did something wrong. We can't find shortcuts container.inc.xhtml. Okay. This is shortcut. Typo. Oh my god, I really. Okay, let's be smart about it. Shortcuts container, this is correct. Let's rename this. Rename shortcuts container.inc. Okay. All right, this is fine. This should be fine now. Just stupid typos, stupid file names. I finished my coffee. Oh my god, this is getting terrible. Come on. Come on, my boy. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. No. Still an error. Python, the jar file. I'm having a problem in the jar file. Customizable shortcuts.css not found. Customizable. Oh, I forgot to link the CSS. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to link that. Customizable shortcuts.css. Customizable shortcuts.css. Okay, so customize toolbar. Customize toolbar.css. Oh, because it's a skin file, it's not. Okay. Count hub.css. I don't think we have a skin file here. Shared mail. Customizable shortcut. Customizable shortcuts.css. What did I write here? Did I write something absolutely stupid? No, this is correct. Messenger skin, customizable shortcuts.css, Chrome messenger skin, count up. What am I doing here? Why is this not found? Customizable short rename. Rename. Okay, yes, typo again. Oh my god. This is an absolutely fantastic live streaming that shows how good I am as anything. My goodness. Come on. Be successful this time, please. Be successful. I want to do something. Okay, meanwhile, while it's building, I want to do something like this. Inside here in the button, I want to have close just as a test. So I have a clickable area here, and then this is body. I just want to have some examples. I don't need the jar file here because this should be fine. Should be fine. Oh, we have a shortcuts overlay? What is this? Wow, look at this. I already have something like this. We could. Let's leverage this. Let's leverage this thing, and we can adapt it later. Yeah. Hello, Pablo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Do you use Thunderbird? Are you a Thunderbird, a loyal Thunderbird user? Yes, you are. Hey, look at that. We got a successful build. It's not broken. But yeah, we got broken syntax because I am silly that way. HTML template. Okay. I think Mac build faster. It's okay with this. No, it's not. Mac build. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Wow. Still talking for a long time still like makes my throat like it's painful because I was sick a couple of weeks ago. I'm still like recovering, so oof, I don't know how long I can continue this. All right. Come on. Come on. Okay, compiling, it's fine. Building should be fine. And now I can run TB and it should load. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, everything load. Okay, now what I want to do. Muzo, this is a mods build or the muck compiler. It's all the Firefox build system. Firefox doesn't use Node or Cargo or anything to compile these things. Like to compile Firefox, you use Muck, which is a Python-based build system, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very complex. It's something that it was created like 25 years ago when build systems weren't a thing. So it's been updated and maintained throughout all this time. It's pretty incredible. Python. There's a lot of parts of Firefox and Thunderbird that are built in C++, not C. We have some C-level components, like some crypto libraries and stuff like that, but majority is C++, a little bit of Rust, and then the full front end is XHTML and JavaScript and CSS, whatever. Okay, so what I want to do now, I want to create a little silly function. And I'm going to leverage what we have right now. We have the shortcuts overlay here. It's fine. It's inside. Where is Open Account Hub? This is the account hub.js. We have a general function there that we create. So the thing is, what do we want to do? We want to have the custom element. There are two things that we could do. We could have the custom element just slapped in the page here inside the body. We could have this like shortcuts container as a custom element, and it's already in the page and it's fine, right? But this means that it loads everything, and when we call it the shortcuts container here, whenever it loads, it just connects everything, and it loads the templates and it slaps the CSS and whatever, like it does everything, which it's fine because it should be fairly light. But how many times per day the users you think will find themselves editing shortcuts? The majority of the times is not going to be, it's not going to be used. So if we can avoid loading something that we don't really use, it's better. So I would say we want to asynchronously load thing and not building as soon as it kicks in. So we want a function that can be called that it only attaches the custom element to the DOM when it's called for the first time. And if it's not already there, yeah, we can do a create custom element, create element. Can create things. Now, I'm trying to find an example. If I remember correctly, we have something like that. Shortcuts container. No, this is just what I did. What I'm looking at. These are the stories. Compose. I can do that. Yeah, I know how to do that. Let's do that. So first of all, let's find a place in our messenger where we load a script and see we have this global overlay there that it's available everywhere, or a mail window messengers.js. Maybe let's see, mail window.js. Oh, nasty and busy. Mail window basically has all these methods that are used everywhere and can be called anywhere. We can temporarily slap something in here, I think. Yeah, switch to URL. And these are globally available. Otherwise, we have, I mean, the messenger.js, it feels like how busy is this file. This is also another thing that has a million different things, and there are a lot of meta and then the Gmail in it. Constant, the end of year appeal, show system integration dialog. Like, this is the initialization file. Get selected message for folder, select reload message, message label data provider. I mean, I could slap it in the messenger. Otherwise, we got, yeah, content errors. We could have, I mean, I don't really want to create a shortcut. We have these like shortcuts overlay here, but everything wrapped in a block to run lead into Windows scope. But it's fine because we don't need any of this, but we want this. Function, open, shortcuts. Manager, open customizable shortcuts. Shortcuts, okay. Open customizable shortcuts. What we do is, let element equal document get element by ID. No, get document query selector. Query selector. Shortcut container. If element async element equal document create element shortcuts container. I'm not 100% sure about the syntax, but await custom elements when define shortcuts container. Okay. Open. Is this? Oh my God! Autocomplete of JavaScript. I don't want this. I don't want an ID. I mean, query selector and get element by ID are exactly the same thing. But basically, what I'm doing here is whenever we call this function, open customizable shortcuts, we're gonna try to query selector the shortcuts container. Our where is it here? I can close all these other methods because they're just making it harder. We're gonna query selector our custom element shortcuts container. If that custom element is not present, it means that we never loaded it before. So we're gonna wait, this is an async method, we're gonna wait until that custom element is defined and ready to be consumed in our page, and then we're gonna create that custom element. And when I create a custom element, it's already attached to the DOM, right? Create element, no. Document. Append. I don't remember the syntax. Document. Append. I don't remember. It's append child. Yeah. Append. Element. I think append mdn document append. Append, I think if I want to slap, yeah, if I need to do a million different things, but append child is just one, right? Oh. I misspelled a lot of things. Yes, shortcut container. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's append. Is not append child? Append child is just for DOM element. MDN append child. It's for a node. Giving a child is document fragment. Append child. Is this method? Document object model. I think it's, yeah, document body append child. Okay, that's what I was missing. Is not the document. I need to append this into the body, not the document. Otherwise, it's not consumable because it's not in the body. Yay. Okay, let's give it a try. I think I'm missing something, but I'm just like gonna test things. Just this is brutal on the spot. Oh. No such file of directory of shared mail again. Why is this annoying? Is the links? I need to, maybe I need to clobber, but I shouldn't. No, I don't want to clobber. It's fine. Our build this system is funny that way sometimes. Okay. Build successful. Run TB live. Open the console. Oopsie, where is the console? Here. Boom, bum. Trigger this command. Promise pending. Oh, well, of course. I'm not. I forgot the most important thing, to load this file. I'm not loading this. Okay, so I want to, well, let's load it as a module in the messenger as a first. I mean, I could load it dynamically, but it's fine. Here. Customizable shortcuts. Module. Type module as the defer by default. Where did I put my shortcuts container? Jar file, content shortcuts. .mjs, it's here. Pum, pum. Chrome Messenger content. Nope. Customizable shortcuts, MJS. Pum, pum. Okay, I have that script now. Let's build it again. Yeah, because the code is the code that I put here is wait for the shortcuts container to be defined, but that should be like instantaneous because the shortcut container custom element should be available after the full document has been loaded. The fact that it's not available, it means that the script cannot find it and it's stuck on waiting for the promise to be resolved, which means that I forgot to include that JavaScript. Just very, very simple, silly things. But there's the other thing, like we could load subscript. Load. Do we have load subscript? Yeah. We have load subscript that we could leverage, right? We use it somewhere around. I think we use it also for the account hub, but where is it? Mail glue. Where is a better element? The mix in. What does the account hub use? Account hub. Well, account hub uses import, but whatever. But account hub.js, account hub controller. View start. Load script. Load script. Yeah, see, we could also do this actually. We could potentially, yeah, this is nice, right? Like we can get like custom elements. If we get this, we can return, otherwise we return await. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, let's see if it works what I did. Otherwise, we could use this method. This is nice because instead of, that's the thing, right? This is still another JavaScript file that gets loaded to the page, even when the users will never open a shortcuts container. Granted, the shortcuts element, the shortcuts container custom element is never appended to the DOM, so nothing happens there. But still, we're loading a file that potentially 99% of the time throughout your day, you will never use it. So why, if we can avoid it and just do just a lazy loading, defining on the spot, stuff like that. And there are also like one of our developers is implementing some very nice helper methods to lazily defining custom elements that would be super useful. But let's see here. We do again open the console. Okay, it opened the modal here. We got, what is this? What's happening? What did I do? This modal, show modal is not a function. Oh, something sketchy happened. Okay, well, at least it did something, right? So we got this. So we call the element open, and then the shortcut container open. This modal, show modal. This modal is shadow root, query selector, modal, query selector dialog, template, shortcuts container. Shortcuts container, HTML template. It's in there, right? The template is in there. So let me open this a little bit and let's check. Inspector, it should be at the bottom of the body. Shortcuts container templates here. We got the document fragment with the account hub dialog, whatever. Shortcuts container, type button. Okay. So if we do that, if we call it again, open shortcuts, what happens here? Shortcuts container is added to the page. The shortcuts container, shadow root, we have the dialog here, and the dialog is there. We have whatever, dialog element stuff. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, I did something wrong. It's fine. I mean, it's loading. It's all right. This is the first step. I think I'm gonna switch it and use an import, an inline import for this instead of dialog, count up, dialog. What am I missing here? Am I missing this? I think I'm missing this stupid thing. Then count up dialog, template, clone node, modal. Am I missing that? I think this is because it's... Oh, I think by not putting this, this is handled as Zool. So it's a Zool dialog element. I think that was the mistake. I forgot the... I don't remember what's it called, this attribute, but telling, like, since we use XHTML, we need to use the XML parser, like what type of elements is this, Zool or HTML? We don't just use HTML, we have Zool elements, and we have a Zool dialog. That's why whenever I was opening, the dialog was getting added to the page, and we had the cancel and OK buttons, which is the default. Which is the default things, yeah. Yeah, no, Muzaffer, like things are found. They're just not rendered properly. This HTML dialog wasn't handled as an HTML dialog. It was being handled as a Zool dialog. So I think that's the reason. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try once more, and then probably we're at the end of this live streaming because my throat is killing me. Thank you, Ivaras, for pointing out to the typo. Yeah, okay. Let's open up this. By the way, isn't the new version of Thunderbird just so beautiful? The cards view and the message pane, and you can multi-select. Like, it's so... Look, you multi-select, it tells you multiple folders selected. It's amazing. You have no message, it says no message found. Just, I love this so much, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, Muzaffer, I think my co-workers are with us now. There you go. Look at us. Look at us. We got our dialog. And then if I click close, it closes. If I open it up and then I click escape, it closes. And if I open it up again, it doesn't do anything. Perfect. Yay, we got a dialog. We got a dialog. Boom. It works. Okay, cool. So I have the basic things here. The only thing that I want to do is add a test. So I'm going to set things up for the test. First, I'm going to commit all these things. Where is it? HG commit, HG add, HG commit, amend. Pum, pum, pum. Okay. Then in our customizable, shortcuts. I already forgot everything. We're gonna create a new folder called tests. Is it test or tests? Test. Test. Rename. Test. And inside we're gonna create a browser test folder. Browser. And we're gonna create a new file called browser shortcuts container.js. And in here, browser customizable, we're gonna copy this. Test that the shortcuts container opens up properly and closes as it should. Just a simple UI test to make sure that that function is never broken and all the things are working properly. But before we do that, we need to browser Chrome test. We need to update this. What is the syntax? Just this browser.ini. So we need that file. Nope. Not components. Not account creation here. Let's build browser.ini file. Browser, new file. Browser.ini or ini? How do you pronounce that? Ini? Default pref. Let's copy all of this. This basically is gonna tell our are we gonna add support files? Yeah, maybe later. Not now. This is basically gonna tell our build system and our Moki testing environment how to set things up. Shortcuts container. This is our first file. We need a head. Yes, I think a head is gonna be needed, but I don't know if we're gonna have any new file. Head.js. Okay. All right. I set things up so we can build a very simple test for later on, but I'm not gonna do it now because I'm extremely tired. Yes, Danny, test all the things. Do we have a confirmation dialog if we exit without saving the changes? Yeah, this is something that I was planning for that, right? Like I put these in the shortcuts container here. I have an event listener that it's called on close. And on close, I can check clean up after close. And the clean up after close, I can do something like if I pass the event here, I can do event prevent default and block the closing of the dialog and ask the question like, hey, you have unsaved changes and things like that. But yeah, this is something that I put in place for later. But it's gonna happen later once we start handling some stuff. All right, so let's do one commit again. G add, G commit, amend, and let's mods fab submit. I don't have any reviewer here, so this is gonna be uncommitted changes present. Oh, what? What uncommitted change? What are you talking about? What uncommitted changes? Modsfab this? Shortcuts container.inc.html. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I need to state changes. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. Yeah. Renaming files after you commit it, it's just kind of sketchy, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, this is gonna be added to the bug as a work in progress patch, so I don't ping anyone. There's no review, but at least the code is in the cloud in our Fabricator revision thing. Come on, load, come on. 7-0. All right. Come on, my man. Alrighty, we got it here. Please is linked to here. If my computer explodes, I don't lose any of the work because it's pushed publicly. And this is a nice little things that we can see, right? Like I can quickly scan all the things that I did and check maybe for mistakes or other things like this is going on. This is a single line. It's not 2 lines, but it's fine. Yeah, I want to improve these little shortcuts container. Oh yeah, no, we don't pay reviewers, but yeah, do it. Like Bugzilla is completely free. Fabricator is completely free. You can just go in and create an account for free. And check all the code that passes through it, and whatever you feel comfortable, you can help us during a review. Reviews are extremely helpful. We have sometimes code is in the queue in the review for way too long. Yeah, so this is nice. I can see all the things that I did. Yeah, it's a nice initial thing. So the only thing that I'm missing that I don't know, maybe next time I'll do it, or maybe I'll do it during the week super quickly or later this afternoon. I can create a quick test file here, like a quick test to actually simulate, open the shortcuts, make sure the dialog is visible, and then close it, and making sure that a new element is not added every time. Actually, I can super quickly do it right now just for testing purposes. Let me open. So right now, if we go in the HTML body, we don't have any in here. We just only have the shortcuts container template, right? If we open the customizable shortcuts, now we have the shortcuts container and it's visible. If we close it, and then if we call this again, this should be only one. We're not appending another element, we're not creating, we're just calling the same one because we have that condition in place. And also if we do, if we call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we call 1,000,000 times, nothing happens here. Still the same element, still open, and okay, yeah, it's good. But yeah, this is what the test will do. And we're gonna check that. We use Moki test. You can do into developer.thunderbird.net, learn all the beautiful, this is our developers documentation, learn all the beautiful things. We have a section about testing, running test. We use Moki tests. Tips on writing Moki tests. You can check the Firefox official documentation. If you're testing web platform, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Moki testing, automated testing framework built on top of Moki Kit JavaScript library. Yeah, it's pretty neat. You can simulate a lot of like click there, click here, get this, synthesize mouse at center, move the mouse. You can simulate like user interaction. You can send like a tab key or simulate typing into things. It's very comprehensive, pretty straightforward. Yeah. Hello, Amro. It's been 1 year since the last. Always nice to be able to do. You're the best. Thank you so much, Amro. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, so kind. All right. Well, we are at the end of this beautiful live streaming. We achieved something nice today. Just a little thing in just a little bit over an hour. We did like 1 hour and a half of coding. And we put all the basic piping things just to test the structure and see, like, does this make sense? Is this like, maybe I'm gonna probably rename a bunch of things. I'm gonna clean up the naming. Like coming up with names while you do the live streaming and you explain things is blah. Now that I have a little bit of the full picture of everything, maybe I'm gonna shrink the names down. I'm gonna repurpose things. This could be like shortcut manager instead of shortcuts container or whatever. Maybe the shortcuts manager is just the main module. Who knows, right? Like, there are all these open questions. We can always clean up and change them later. But yeah, this is it. Yeah, next time we're gonna continue. We're gonna start like adding some data inside the dialog, styling the other component, definitely based on our UI. This is a custom element, right? Like the customizable row is its own custom element that we're gonna just add for as many custom shortcuts that we have there. We're gonna create the search, we're gonna create the header, we're gonna do some front-end coding, but at least like the basic piping is in place. Let's see if I could do it super quickly and ask for a review, so this could be in the code before the next live streaming. That'd be nice. But yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for all the people that wrote in the chat. Muzaffer, always fantastic having you in the chat and asking questions, suggesting things is always a pleasure. So thank you so much and have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll see you next week. Right? Bye-bye.